Welcome back to our Let's Play Live of Fatal Frame 3, The Tormented, a lore-heavy Japanese voice undubbed playthrough. My name is Lasat, once again, for anybody just tuning in or catching the video, and we just wrapped up Hour 1, and we are heading into Hour 2, The Manor of Sleep. So far, to recap real fast, the things that have occurred are we met our heroine of this game, main heroine anyway, Ray, who led to her fiance Yu being dying in a car accident due to careless driving, and she feels this keen sense of survivor's guilt. Meanwhile, she finds a lot of people that also have survivor's guilt, like Cough Cough Miku, who they don't fucking talk to about any of this, and she wakes up in this Manor of Sleep, meets a mother and child chasing their father, and then she meets Takegawa-san, who feels survivor's guilt as well from being the only person to survive a plane crash. One moment. But now Ray has kind of been cursed with this horrible tattoo. Tattoos in Japan are kind of connected to the Yakuza, the Mafia. Originally you would tattoo the firefighters, so that, like, if you found their body in a burned building, they could identify them. But, you know, the Yakuza kind of got their hands in every corner, and they kind of took that on at some point. But it's interesting, and we're going to continue talking about the lore and the cultural background, but also, maybe this chapter we do start talking about the criticism of the game. Like, this is for some people their absolute favorite game in the series. Some people, they feel like it kind of starts to drag just a little bit. A 4-point well pattern has been carved into the handle. I don't remember where this goes. So you'll experience me figuring it out in real time. Like, the game is longer, like more than twice. I think it's longer than 1 and 2 put together. And like 1 was like a relatively fast experience. 2, important person's room, I guess. 2 is like a bit longer than 1, but then this game, like Deacon at the start of the stream called out how, like, I had 17. Oh, hi. Okay. Apparently we didn't get her to actually. Ow, shit. There's more enemies here. We need to get our good fucking stuff. Hi. Oh man, that guy's. Oh, hi. We have to fight them again. Oh, fuck you. Really? We're gonna just do this now to take care. Ow, fuck. Somehow this is always harder in this part. I think these guys are taking very. I don't think that seemed to have hurt. Either that didn't hurt her or that one shot her, and I don't know which it is. Using the 0 shot. You deal more damage when you have less health, and obviously we have less health right now, so it's not too much less. But yeah, that was kind of freaky. But yeah, let me know. I really appreciate if in the chat folks can, like, kind of let me know where people come down on Fatal Frame 3, or in the YouTube comments, of course. Because, like, the story is way more intricate and involved. It's kind of lost that, like, that feeling of one long night of horror, because obviously this is, like, over a period of several days. And it's kind of more stretched out. More story. It's kind of, yeah. Oh. Well, that's freaky. What the hell does this voice mean? But it's just like horror games, like they're long. I kind of prefer short horror games. I feel like there's the Zero Brightness podcast. Really fucking recommend this, by the way. That podcast, and they're big fans of Fatal Frame 2, and especially like the main host Ali in that podcast. And oh hi, hello. Where is this dude? I feel like he was upstairs maybe. But oh, there's a dude up there. I missed it. So it wants us to go upstairs. I guess we can go upstairs. But like a lot of horror games have a really strong beginning and maybe a strong mid-chapter, and they kind of start to not be as great near the end. Like or like third act problems or what stuff like that. Like sometimes they just like drag on forever. Alien Isolation, somebody called out earlier in the stream, Hayden actually, and that was a game I heard how like the end of that game from all accounts was like dramatically not as strong as the rest of the game. I should check out our items real fast and our upgrades. We have only 3 herbal medicines. Wonder if we're actually carrying these on from level to level. How about our camera upgrades? Alright, causes ghosts to withdraw. We can also upgrade our zero shot. Our slow is 1500. I don't really use that as much these days. This is, wait, oh yeah. 40,000 to get an extra range here. I don't know, I don't really have like a build. I forget what some of these are. But Fatal Frame 5 definitely overstays its welcome. Like that's coming in at like around the length of this game, probably like 16 to 20 hours. I think I might have, I think I may have taken longer my first playthrough because I went for all the endings, but that game way too fucking long. And this game, quite long. Maybe too long for some people, not for everybody. The door is locked. Ooh, we just got this key. Skip the save points, so cross your fingers, folks. But yeah, in the little cutscene as we started coming into... Oh, hi. That's a person-shaped thing on a wall over there. Like, as we came into this chapter, or into the Manor of Sleep this time, I saw dudes with swords, and that's never a good thing in this series. Sacred rope. Oh. We are not alone here. I have to admit, the first chapter I remember being not the hardest, although this game is hard as fuck, and hard as balls really. And oh? There's like a hand coming out of the wall here. But I remember how this game gets hard, and I'm like, oh, it's a little bit of dread now. Image of something has been caught in the photo. Looks like a hand. That's clearly a door into some space over here. There's clearly like these dark marks on the wall, which remember, that lady when she disappeared, she had like these dark marks. Well, she left like this dark mark somewhere. Alright, so there's a door here. That might be where we came from? And then a small door here. Which one is it, I wonder? This door here, definitely not where we came from, so I guess we'll go through this door. If it lets us. Small doors. There was an item here that maybe I could have gotten earlier, but I don't think so. Herbal medicine. That's good. Staircase. Of course, this is also the first game where you have like multiple protagonists to play as for like sections of the game. And this is an area that Ray cannot get through. Oh dear. I don't like the sound of that. You know? If I can't see it, it can't see me, so we're just gonna turn the other way. But there are really tight spaces in this game that only Miku, your assistant, can go through, and then there's those heavy boxes that only Kei, the guy, can move. Alright, so... Wait, what? Is this an opening? I don't really want to look inside. Yeah, I guess we don't need to look inside. Man, it would sure suck if we were attacked by a dude with a sword in here. Alright, oh yeah, that's right. We came from that hallway over there. Oh, there's something around here. Oh, this is got that ghostly feel. Oh hey, we've been here before. This is that place where she, at the beginning of the game, she walked in here. Did I use the right film for this? I don't know. An image of something has been caught on the photo. Okay, yeah. It's my less valuable film. There's a well. Wells in this series are generally always super freaky. Oh. What the fuck is that noise? What the fuck is coming here? Is it something in here that's attacking me? Is it something from up ahead? That's super freaking. Ancient, sturdy-looking lock on the door. Two mandarins carved on the lock. In that daydream, you was here. Alright, there's a really fucking creepy noise happening, and I'm getting a little bit freaked out. Could be from upstairs with like freaky floorboards. Okay. Oh, holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hello. Oh, it would be lovely to fight in a really tight space, wouldn't it? Where this guy could just hit us out of nowhere. Also, we're in kind of an awkward corner here, so let's... Oh, hey. I would love a quick turn, but we only have a quick turn in Fatal Frame 1. Oh shit. Ah! Fucking get away! Ow, that hurts so much. These fucking monsters, man, hurt you a ton. Oh. They come through the wall. You can run sometimes. Oh, hi! That's a fatal frame. I don't know if that's gonna... Alright. Oh, I don't know if I get him. Ow. We're gonna heal after this, I think. Ow, fuck you. Better safe than sorry. We didn't save when we come in here, so let's heal. Don't really have a whole lot of type. Oops. Ah, fuck. I just used the thing that knocks them away. I only can use that 4 times in a mission, too. Oh shit, that's the wrong type of film. I thought I got one of them. Oh shit! Oh, there's definitely another one. Oh, fuck. Please be gone. I think we got them. No, we definitely did not, but... Whew. Thank fucking God. That was scary. Something on the ground with a man. What was Sleeping Stone 1? I think we saw something like that earlier, so... Men in white. Suck if they have swords, right? The men who appeared in the black-stained corridor, wearing ragged white robes and tall court hats? Was it their voices I heard through the corridor walls moaning? What was happening to them in there? Probably whatever it wasn't good. Alright, so that bigger door from earlier, we need like a key. But we got a sleeping stone, which seems kind of important. And we have not saved since we started this chapter, so let's go back to the save point that we found earlier. Oh yeah, funny thing about this series is the right stick The right analog stick will move your flashlight. Alright, here we go. We could continue. We could go back towards like the beginning of the mansion and explore around there as well. I don't know that I want to do that. Better safe than sorry. And plus, like, I guess the beginning of the mansion doesn't really matter as much really anymore for a while. We're kind of like finding our way deeper in. Haven't seen this game since 2007. Hey, Madhouse, how's it going, dude? Yeah, I remember back in like around that time, my friend playing Fatal Frame 2. But like I've never been a big horror guy, so it took me until last year to get into this series. How are you doing today? I start with... Oh, that wasn't an enemy. Damn, that was just a ghost thing. But Badass, did you ever play, or did you like play like the whole game or whatnot, or I think I'm like more... Fatal Frame 1 and 2 are a little more bite-sized and easy for me to get through, but this game is a bit of a... It's a little bit of a longer and more, like, takes more time, so we'll work our way through it here. Alright, engraved with the pedals, the same number of panes as are engraved in the sleeping stone. Oh boy. I don't like being scared, so I don't play horror. Gotcha. Yeah. I like J-horror, so... Like, I love Japanese shit, so I can play that. This, however, I think we want them all to have ones, so... Ari is 5, but something Silent Hill, nah. Oops. Alright, we'll leave that there. Or is it? I forget if it wants me to get them down to like that. Resident Evil. Oh, that's what we did want. Okay, cool. Resident Evil. Hey, we're up here. Remember when there was a lot of spooky sound effects while we were up here before? But yeah, Resident Evil 1 is like too freaky for me. But I really want to do that remake at some point. RE4 was so good. Yeah, I have like... People have always raved about it. I got a decent chunk of the way to that game. God damn it, looks like there's an item in that courtyard. I'll have to go back there later. I thought I saw something to photograph. There was a door over here, I think? Maybe not. Just a corner? Okay. Yeah, they've also got like all of the remakes of 2 and 3, which are a little more action-packed than they were back in like on the PlayStation. Where is that? There's something popping up here. Oh, it's like somewhere around here. Oh, here we go. Very... I don't think I got this ghost the first time. This is the cheap film, right? Yes. Okay. Yeah, like for me, horror is so hard for me to play, but just like there's almost no other games I really know that kind of, for the most part, that take place in like modern day Japanese like places, and I like J-horror movies like Ringu and Ju-on and Kaido and all kinds. So that's kind of how I got into this series, because I was like, man, I saw like a video of somebody playing and I was like, this is cool. Hey, we found the key. Sweet. Found a part for the camera obscura. Evade. What's the button for that? Timing the shoot button. Okay, so we have to press the shoot button to invade an attack. Oh, hi. Ow. Well, instead of that, we could just like fucking shoot you. Alright, we're running low on film already. Man. Alright, nice. Sometimes it's better to use the better oops, what? I watched my friends play this. I had a group of friends where we played all kinds of games. Nice. Yeah, I was like in the same boat. Oh, okay. Joined the floorboards. Gotcha. I'm in the same boat where like I had a friend play Fatal Frame 2, but then again, I only watched them kind of like part of one afternoon. Like I had a friend that I would go over every Saturday, and we'd play video games. Usually it would be like Street Fighter or like Guild Wars or something. Did I play Dead Space? I did not play Dead Space. Oh shit. It's her fiance down there. Her dead fiance. You. That Dead Space remakes looks really cool. Of course, like I feel like when Dead Space came out, like I had a really shitty laptop, and most of the friends I knew who had Dead Space played it on Xbox 360, so I didn't have that. Pretty hardcore into playing Super Smash. Yeah, I was in Super Smash in college, the N64 one. Never got like very good at Smash, sadly. Like Street Fighter was more of my thing. Alright, so we found the key that we needed, but let's go to the save point real fast. I kind of want to explore the starting area, but it's kind of like you've got this dichotomy of like you want to find more items scattered throughout the level, but you also like one, it you'll like make it take forever, then two, you like use up your ammo and your health like fighting the monsters there. You used to play competitively for the GameCube version. Nice. I remember the one time we went to like the local like GameStop and played in like a local tournament. You know, there were kids and shit, and it was run pretty bad. It was like the first match. It was Hyrule Temple, of course, and it was like a 4-player free-for-all, and I lost mostly to somebody turtling, and I was like, ooh, Type 14 film, nice. I was like, this is fucking bullshit. Like it's the controller. Oh shit. Oh shit, where? I knew there was gonna be something in here. Oh. Is it gone? That's super cool. I was never, like, good even at Street Fighter and whatnot. Man, I got freaked out for a second there. I guess StarCraft was the competitive game that I actually got like a little better at. Should be one always or doubles at least. Yeah, you know... Yeah, they were not really like running a good tournament. Free for all is just strange. You know, it was the kind of thing where, like, let's say they had done like a Street Fighter tournament, they probably would have been like, you can't use your arcade stick, man, because that's just cheap. You have to use like the controller or whatever. Going off the beaten trail. And then like there was Brawl, which was kind of a disappointment. Like, I played a bunch of Brawl in high school. Or was it college or high school? I forget. I think it was high school. And, yeah, that sounds right. And then, like, there was, like, the one on the Wii U. Like, I didn't have a Wii U, really. I mean, I could have borrowed my brother's, but I didn't really want to. And, oh, this area is going to be freaky. Oh, I thought I saw, like, a figure back there. And then, of course, there was, like, the one on the Switch. And, like, my wife's got a Switch, but, like, she's kind of protective of her Switch. But, yeah. But, of course, yeah, in the end, I ended up being more into, more of a Street Fighter kind of guy. Although Smash, kind of, like, in my local communities, was, like, way bigger. Wasn't a fan of Brawl because they nerfed my name. Fox hasn't been viable since Melee. Yeah, Fox is actually, for a bit... Well, so when I played Marth, like in high school when I first ever played Melee, and then I went to college and everybody just loved the N64 version for some reason. I still don't know why, like years later, but Marth was obviously not in there, so I played Fox, and I kept on playing Fox. Hey, herbal medicine. You can find items in a lot of the same spots every time you return to a level. I guess in hindsight, we're gonna probably come circle back around through this spot later, so it's kind of funky coming here right now. See, I keep on like, man, like I'm gonna explore every little corner here, and actually it turns out that like, the game just mostly sends you in every spot at some point anyway. I never was good at Smash though, for sure. Like even in college, like, didn't do great. There was this point after college where I was trying to get better at Street Fighter, and I would go to a university that's close to where I live, and there was like a whole building of people playing Smash, and in one corner we were playing Street Fighter 3. I have the 64 version, it's okay, but I really love Melee. I've made a NES for the Switch version. Gotcha. Yeah, the 64 version is not nearly as great as Melee. Melee is just like very good as a competitive game, and has stood the test of time. I will say, with how like, I don't want to say anal, but kind of anal Smash community gets about like having the CRT TV, you know, like the old school television for this shit. Let's look in the creepy spot here. Yeah, nothing there. Like it gets hard to manage a tournament for Melee if you have other games happening. Because like, I mean, I love the old school Street Fighter, but at this point I think a lot of them will play on like a flat screen TV, a monitor. My current monitor is actually kind of shitty, but it's the one thing that I made sure was that it was an Asus monitor with slow display lag. NES was cool though, as well, by the way. I liked him in the N64 one. Actually, I guess on like the Smash 4 and Smash 5, they have so many fucking characters and so many old, like from so many different games that like, oh, I like the Street Fighter characters, so I could play that. And then there's like, oh, there's the Simon Belmont, and so I like that too. For Melee, some of the moves are frame perfect, so I get it. Yeah. Melee is probably kind of the, for the display lag, you really have to be careful with that one. But Melee is also kind of the thing where like, it's like kind of like StarCraft Brood War. Like you really have to spend years to reach that level, and you can have like a carpal tunnel or whatnot from that game. So there were reasons why I ended up liking like arcade stick games that were just a tad more ergonomic. Although there is the Smash box these days, so maybe that will change the way people play the game, similar to how the hitbox changed the way that a lot of people play Street Fighter. Which Street Fighter 6 just fucking came out, and I haven't actually played it. Let's see, we're about to go, we just saved, but we're going to go into a new area. Also, before we do this, let's shout out to PS2 era localization. The blue flame in the lantern is lit. By the way, Madhouse, your Japanese probably is above mine. Like, could you play like a game in Japanese and be okay? Like, roughly get the story if it's a story-based game? Like there's like parts that don't have subtitles in this like fan translation patch, so I kind of understand what they're talking about there, but there's definitely parts I miss here. Where are we going again? It's down. I think it's down. Yeah, it's down. There's been like one or two like moments where I've kind of jumped so far. It's not the same when you play the game the second time, but you know, it's still freaky. My reading is not fine. I'm all self-taught and is mostly practical. Gotcha. I forget, do you say were you ALT or Eikaiwa? Or like something else over there? Like, I mostly can talk to like kids. Because most of the time that I need to talk in Japanese was for kids. And I talk to my kids a bit in Japanese, and then my wife talks to me the very, very basic way. I swear I saw it. Dude, there's like so many freaky sounds here. Oop. Sacred water. Interestingly enough, I could see the shining item from the roof, but I could not see it from the ground. Oh, fuck. Hi. Hey, buddy. I just ran straight through him. Alright, this is an open area, so I'm gonna probably use my, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Fuck, 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 fuck. Here we go. Where to use our... I didn't teach... Oh, you didn't teach? Oh, okay. Okay, for so, I guess... Yeah, apologies. I kind of just end up, like, you know, assuming that, like, the foreigner there tends to be a teacher, because that's, like, most of the time what they were, but, like... In that case, what were you... Were you military? Or doing some kind of job there? I was. Okay, nice. Yeah, my dad was Army. Never went to Japan, though. He had us, in Germany for a bit. Man, this guy just does not know when to quit. Lived there after I got out. Gotcha. That's cool. Been a while, but we used to have, like, a lot of folks, like, in the chat that were, veterans and whatnot. Like, Legend 27 in, Army, I think? And then, Major Broski, who's now in the... becoming a chaplain for the reserves or something like that. Oh. There's her, you! Somehow I jump the most when she just wakes up in the morning. And they're like, we're gonna milk this one CGI animation like dozens of times. Same courtyard and tomb from that daydream. In the dream you was inside. Old film, the camera obscura, musty film. It's the phone is ringing. Inside the house was a courtyard. It was snowing. There was a line of graves and an even older house leading up behind. One thing that's been cool is that, like I don't know if I've met a Japanese person into Fatal Frame, but I have met, like, multiple people from, like, Korea, like, Shoe Baby, in the chat earlier, which, I wonder if it's the same person as Ara Baby from, that used to tune in before. And Animal Crossing Dan from Singapore. Like, there was definitely... And Pitlore from, like, ages ago from Korea. Like, lots of people into this game. Or into this series. First sentence I learned Japanese was... Nade nade shittemon ii desu ka? So I could pet people's dogs. Nade nade shittemon ii desu ka? This shows my terribleness at Japanese, because, Nade. Oh, yeah, pet. I don't know. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying there. Right, it's Mika, good morning. I gathered together all the information I got from the editor about the woman yesterday. I wanted you to see it. It's lying on the desk in my room, so please take a look if you like. I've gotten a little worried about all this. There's one other thing I want to check out. I'll be back after I finish. Interesting. Wakata. Iidesu. Yeah, Iidesu, yeah. Shitemo Iidesu. Like, that's, you know, can I do... Is it okay if I do this? The nade threw me off. Yeah, my Japanese levels have gone to in the track. Well, I should study more. We did start looking into, like, plane tickets, like the cost of it for, like, visiting next year, but we're like, oh man, 4 people, that's a lot. Alright, gonna develop this film. I used to be good at kanji, though. I was doing this thing called Wanikani online, and did pretty good learning that. All the film has been developed. Nice. What I love about Japanese is how everything is implied, so you don't have to add extra words. Yeah, it also makes it confusing when my wife thinks I should know what she's talking about, but then I don't. And then I'm like, I thought we were talking about this other thing. The narrow corridor on the other side of the door where I heard moaning was strung with sacred rope and paper. The walls were covered with human-shaped stains. There was a black stain left behind when Takegawa Yoshino vanished. Did something happen on those walls as well? This is like very these like human shaped stains, very much from that movie Cairo. I can see how that can be confusing. Yeah, if you're like don't have the highest level, then it'll get confusing sometimes. But then she has trouble with like English too, so. Oh, hi. Hello. That was probably something to take a picture of, but yeah. Over here we have, I forget what this is called, but the shrine to her fiance Yu. Let's see. So we have to go to Miku's room. She gave us permission to dive into her room, so A-okay. I mostly play like strategy games these days, but wait. Hello, Takigawa-san. Dude, did you man, there's totally like her hunched over in the kitchen until I bring up my camera to look at it. Trying to burn herself on the stove. Like, you get some like really weird, creepy shit happening in your house, and the lights are rarely on, and it always like just gets freaky in here. And the horror does not end. Although I guess I don't think anything ever hurts you here. But let's check out Miku's room. But yeah. Hey, that cat. Gonna meow. Gonna pose with the thing. I swear the cat did meow at some point. I thought there was like a way to pet the cat. We can look at the cat. Weird. Alright. Notes. Takigawa Yoshino. Though I thought we were done with like researching about this lady, but apparently it's going on. But yeah, basically this lady survived a plane crash and she had survivor's guilt about that. And this big like motif of this game about survivor's guilt, about like you being the lone survivor of something and feeling guilty about that. The woman in the photograph, Takigawa Yoshino, 26. She was the only survivor of a plane crash that occurred in August. Following is a comment from a reporter named Ozawa who covered it. When the plane crashed, Ms. Takigawa was thrown out of the aircraft and was mostly untouched by the fire. Also, the arbor where she was thrown became a cushion, and she was thus miraculously saved. When rescued, her external injuries were mild burns, bruises, and scrapes, and it was determined that there was no threat to her life. But as it took 4 days to find her, she was very dehydrated, weak, and distressed, and she seemed to be suffering mentally. During those 4 days, she was surrounded by other victims, her relatives, and her lovers' corpses. Next is what I heard from someone at hospital admissions. After hospitalization, she was extremely frightened of being alone or sleeping. She apparently had frightening dreams and would even hurt herself to stay awake, but over time the amount she slept grew longer until she spent most of the day sleeping. At first it was thought she was sleeping due to the psychological trauma she experienced, but her condition gradually grew worse and she would sleep for 3 days straight. When she woke, she would complain of hallucinations, saying, "Pain," or "There are bruises all over my body." As her hallucinations grew worse, she became less responsive to outside stimulus during her waking hours, and would sometimes mutter deliriously or sing lullabies. The past several days she hasn't woken, and the rest is as Ray saw. This is also just a hospital rumor, but the staff has a long-standing urban legend amongst themselves about patients like Takigawa, or who they call lost patients. So yeah, there's a whole, like this whole area here has like folklore about people who fall asleep and go into the dream manor. Patient disappears. On the night of the 9th, a patient disappeared from her ward in Katsuragi Hospital, and the police are currently searching for her. The missing person is the sole survivor of the August plane crash, Takigawa Yoshino. Takigawa-san became emotionally unstable after the incident. She was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder and hospitalized long-term. The hospital's response to her disappearance went no further than, "We are investigating the details." Ms. Takegawa lost all her family in the accident, and concerns have been raised about her current whereabouts. Fucking rough. Fucking rough, dude. Disappearances. A picture stand on the desk has been laid flat. Is that a picture of Miku? Nope, it's Miku with a man. I wonder who. The photo shows Miku with a kind-looking young man. A boyfriend? No, more likely brother and sister. She's always been cheerful enough, but I don't think I've ever seen her look quite this contented. I heard she had lost a family member. Could this picture and the person in the picture be? Yeah, nobody ever fucking talks to their family and friends in Japan. Like their older brother was like her fiance's friend, but she didn't know that that was the guy who went missing. The girl who works as my assistant, she's the sister of Yu's best friend. I heard she lost a relative. The photo on her desk showed her with a young man who looked like her brother. She's always been a cheerful person, but I haven't often seen her smile as happily as in that picture. I wonder if the person she lost was someone she was very close to. Gee, I wonder. Maybe she lost someone special just like me. I bet you she did lose somebody just like you. Disappearances. According to Miku's research, Yoshino Takegawa was asleep almost all of the time just before she disappeared. After the incident, she slept longer and longer hours, and whenever she woke up, she would hum what sounded like a lullaby. Apparently, the medical community is abuzz with rumors of similar occurrences, hospital patients who disappeared. Is this another of those urban legends? Alright. Also, this game, as many of the PS2 horror games are, can get kind of hard as balls, so I'm looking forward to trying and failing to fight a bunch of the damn ghosts. Yeah, there's Miku. Can't sleep? So she's like, you want to sleep together? No, I get it. I want you to investigate for something for me. Oh, here we go. Thanks. Alright. Research a couple. Thanks. It's like Dark Souls. You have to talk to her several times. Yeah, man. Yeah, Kyomo ame desu ne. Yeah, it's raining again. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, this game definitely way more story in the moment. It's really cool that these games in this series, they all have like multiple time periods, and they kind of have like an interlacing like storyline of like, oh, this is the story from like a couple hundred years ago, and the story from 100 years ago, and the story from like a decade ago, and the story from like a month ago, and like you learn like how these stories loop together about the same like horror and how it goes back to the original thing. Aw, snap. Shrine maidens. Kids, shrine maidens, and dolls always show up in a Fatal Frame game. What? Hour 3, the subduing song. Wow, this was a lot faster than the previous one. Well, that is the end of Hour 2, Part 2 of our Let's Play Live of Fatal Frame 3, The Tormented. Things are heating up. That first part was like that was like an hour and a half or something, and then the second part was like 45 minutes, but like everything's heating up. People are getting fucked over with sleep, which reminds me, they kind of take this idea and run with it with Fatal Frame 4. We're learning about how these characters work with their survivor's guilt, a little more about Miku, so things are heating up here, things are getting way more interesting. Appreciate everybody who's hanging out with us live, and but also everybody who's watching on YouTube, because I'm going to be putting this all up on my YouTube channel. And so if you're watching on YouTube, Hour 3 will be our next video. Thanks.